Hi everyone. Hello. So today I'm working with Arteza paints. They sent me a box of 60 colors, so it is a lot to choose from. They also sent me a box of 12 by 12 canvas panels, so I'm going to try those out today. I don't normally use canvas panels a lot. I don't know if, with it being as thin as it is, if it's going to warp, but I'm going to try it. I've picked out a variety of colors, and recently on Instagram I actually saw someone, I don't remember the artist, but they did a string pull and then blown flowers on top. So the string pull portion was the stem of a flower, and then they did colors and used a straw to blow them out. So I'm going to try that today and see what it turns out like. So I have my straw, I have my canvas panel, I used up almost all of the white. I didn't know how much I was going to need, so if I have leftovers I will use this in another pour. I have Indian yellow, which is actually has a nice orange tint to it. I really like it. I have yellow ochre. I have carmine red, which is a really bright red. It's almost a slightly pink color. And then with the carmine red and the Mars black, I made it's almost like a dark burgundy or berry color. It's really pretty. So these colors will be my flowers. And then for the stems of the flowers, I have yellow green, so a nice light bright green, and olive green, and light sap green. So I'm just going to clear this out of the way and then I'll start pouring. Okay, so for my base I'm just going to pour the white down and even it out. Like I said, it didn't mix up a lot, but I think I can get an even coat over this canvas panel. So I'm just going to use my palette knife to even out this paint, and then I might tilt it just a little bit to make sure that it's nice and even over the canvas. I think that made up just enough so we have a good base coat. Okay, so we have that down. I'm going to wipe off my hands. So I'm going to do the string pull first, and what I'm going to do over on the side here, I have a nice long string, so I'll have enough to work with. I think hopefully it won't be too thick, but we'll see. If it is, I can always try a chain. But I'm just going to pour my paint down and then put the string in it so that it kind of blends all of those colors together. And then I'm just going to take one of the sticks and make sure it's all covered. Alright, so we've got plenty there. Let's see how this looks. Okay, so I'm going to set it down here. I'm going to try and make some stems. There we go. So I'm going to do a few more of these. I like those colors together. That really light green is showing up in there, and then the sap green. The olive isn't showing up too much, so I'm going to add a little bit more. And I apologize in advance if my head gets in the way. There we go. Let's do another one. Okay, so I'm going to, let's see, maybe try for one or two more. I may do a smaller one here and maybe one in the middle, because I have to remind myself that I'm still pouring those other colors later, so I don't want to put too much and have the flowers ruin the green portions. So let's just do a small one. That looks good. Then we'll do one more. Come on, there we go. Okay. So I think I'm not going to do another full stem, but I'm actually going to try, I want something just right over here. So we're going to do just a short piece. And maybe just pull it off to the side. Kind of make a leaf there. I didn't do it the right way, but that's okay. Still just something to add there. I'm going to rinse off my hands and then we will do the flower parts. Okay, so now we're going to do the straw portion. Let's put some colors down for each of these. Kind of want it. I really like this dark color. It's really pretty. It's just that black and that carmine red, and it made up a really nice dark color. So now I have that carmine red in there. Oops. Probably move some of those drips depending on how I blow the paint. If it's still there, I'll probably just cover that with some white. And just a small amount of this Indian yellow. That's very pretty. And then I mixed up the yellow ochre. I don't know, just a tiny bit. Okay. So now I'm just going to use my straw and blow the paint out a little bit. You can blow it any direction that you want. It almost looks like a little tulip. Oh, let's see. How can I go? I'm actually going to put just a tad more down and see if I can blow. To me it looks like one petal, a second petal. I'm going to try and do a third petal on this side. Try not to add too much paint. There we go. Okay, so now the hard part. I'm going to move here. I don't want my head to be in the way, so we'll see if I can get this over here. And then this last one. Oh, I like that. Okay, so we still have this little spot of red. Going to try and cover that up with, I'd have to take the palette knife and wipe it off, or just paint over it when it's all dry, because that red is really showing through. There. See if I have just a tiny bit more white in here. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to let this dry and then we'll see how it turns out. I'm really hoping that this board doesn't warp. These flowers are pretty cute. This would actually, I think, look really nice as a bookmark, and each flower is their own bookmark, so I may try this again on some watercolor paper. But you can use any colors that you want, and it looks pretty good. I think it'll hopefully dry nicely. Alright, so it's been about 24 hours since I painted this. For the most part it's dry. The colors look really nice. I like the way the flowers turned out. Unfortunately the canvas panel did warp a little bit, but I think because it's so flexible, I think if you painted on these and then framed them, it would even that out just fine, so it wouldn't be that much of an issue. So Arteza has provided me with a 10% off coupon code. I'm going to have that in the video description along with a link. It's an affiliate link, but it's no extra cost to you. So if you're interested in trying out their paints, you can follow that link. And I just want to thank you all for watching.